Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Whasup Wrestling. Things are really heating up between the Evil Girls and the Council, and hopefully things will be put to rest here tonight. As I said, the growing tense situation between the Evil Girls and the Council should be coming to a close here tonight, as Stephanie McMahon has finally taken charge in the rivalry between the two groups. She'll be teaming up with Spice to take on Cindy Sullivan and Betsy Miller, who we saw make her grand debut just last week. Of course, Stephanie has a lot on her mind, given that not only did Summer lose her Vixen's championship, but Kitty lost the rematch. Not to mention the fact that both Cyclone and Lilac are continuing their fight against the Council. And Stephanie awaiting the arrival of her partner. Spice has been taking on the Evil Girls by herself. Something that I'm sure that she's been growing rather frustrated with as of late. Although she has been given Kitty to challenge against the Evil Girls, it has been basically a back and forth contest in that scenario. Now that Spice has finally got the attention of Stephanie McMahon on this group, perhaps things will change for the better. At least the better in accordance to the Council. Of course, Spice still stands as the leader of the Council. It's surprising that she wasn't just able to order any other member to fight by her side. She said that there appears to be just some sort of rift within the Council. See Cindy Sullivan. She's been rather impressive thus far since returning to Whasup Wrestling. Brought back by Madigan-Star. Thankfully, will not be at ringside here tonight. Surprisingly, neither will Kitty. We will see Kitty later on tonight, standing in ringside for SUmmer Holly Madison. We see Betsy Miller, the Evil Girl who finally went into competition just last week. She wasn't successful in her match against Spice, but she was damn impressive. Betsy viewing herself as forever young with that mask, and Stephanie stands. And wait, what is Spice doing? Spice is standing alongside members of the Evil Girls. Has Spice officially joined the Evil Girls? This is a 3-on-1 assault. And Stephanie suffers through the bow and arrow lock, trying to counter into a pinfall. She certainly didn't expect this to be the case. Though she's fighting back. Even in this 3-on-1 situation, Stephanie is doing the very best that she can, and she's getting a DDT in on Spice. I suppose we could say Spice the ex-leader of the council, as I don't think she'll be allowed back in after this. Stephanie attempting to stop the pin, or the tag. Betsy Miller gets a knee in, and another one. Or rather, her foot just barreling right through Stephanie. Now Cindy Sullivan in the ring. Evil Girls just keeping themselves fresh, taking their turn, destroying who I suppose now would be the leader of the council. And Stephanie perhaps sending some inspiration to the troops in the back. Now torquing that leg. Stephanie doing very well here tonight, taking a bit of a break, taunting the Evil Girls. Now up onto the apron, but Spice is just basically there, waiting, and just saunters over and gets in a heavy shot. And Cindy Sullivan is still on the ground. And now just nailed down with that elbow drop, and now it's a swift DDT to Cindy. Very reminiscent to what Spice had gotten earlier. Stephanie showing very little respect to the Evil Girl. And now Cindy just nailing away on Stephanie's face. And Stephanie can come out of here with a victory. What a match that would be. What a feather in the cap that would be for the council. And here we go, making the effort. 2 and just the 2 count. Thankfully, I'm not joined here by JoJo. Stephanie, she's going for the pedigree, and she nails it. But in comes Spice already, distracting the referee. And now, finally, the count. 1, 2. No, with Spice's intervention there, Cindy manages to get the shoulder up. But Stephanie is showing herself to be very capable. Once more, trying for the top. Spice missed there, but so did Stephanie. And a lot of this fight, Stephanie has been keeping very close into the Evil Girl corner. Spice getting in that cheap shot from behind, knocking Stephanie. And now Spice is the legal woman. And Stephanie meets her. And throws her right out with the other Evil Girls. Betsy is the only vertical Evil Girl, and she's the only one not within a realm of fighting. And Stephanie trying to just drop kick Spice right back into the corner post. Referee getting up to 5. And Stephanie's face just rammed right into the corner. And again. And the referee now up to 7. And Cindy Sullivan doing what she can. Spice better get into the ring now. And now Spice with the Spice Rack. And there's no one who's going to be coming out to save Stephanie from this one. And Stephanie has no choice but to tap out. Perhaps it's those repeated shots to the corner post. Perhaps it's the fact that she knows that to continue the fight would just basically be ruining her chances of further competition with the Evil Girls. Now we see the pedigree. She certainly gave it her all, but her all just was not good enough. And there we see Stephanie's hand tapping out. The Evil Girls, as complete as they are, victorious over Stephanie, as this fight between the Evil Girls and the Council continue on. And who'd have thought that Madigan-Star would be in any way dominant, as she has brought the Evil Girls here to begin with. And this should be an interesting contest, as Sasha Banks is set to represent the Harem in this one against SUmmer Holly Madison in Summer's basically crusade in regaining the Women's or Vixens Championship. And we see Anya not deterred by the Harem's lack of victories as of late. I don't think she really cares, just so long as the harem members look up to her as the goddess that she claims to be. As long as that adoration is there, they can lose as many times as they want. The harem not too successful at the tag team tournament just a couple weeks ago against the Bella Twins. And there we see Sasha Banks ready for this one. The former Vixens champion soon making her way to the ring, as Stephanie has told her in the back if SUmmer wants her shot at the Vixens or Women's Championship even, she'll have to start her way at the very bottom, and has since made this matchup. Any long-term fan of the Whasup Wrestling brand would know exactly why, as the harem has not exactly been the most successful in the history of this company. In fact, it's basically the whole reason of it being. See SUmmer making her way down to the ring. No idea how Sasha Banks would feel about having to be known as the bottom of the barrel here in Whasup Wrestling. Or SUmmer will have to put earlier incidents behind if she wants to remain focused on this one. I'm going to remain in the back and watch as her idol, I guess. And now SUmmer fighting hard. Now the battle of the Hurricane, as it seems. If Sasha Banks wants a victory here tonight, she'll have to keep the pace at a slow one. As we all know that SUmmer likes to make things fast, so fast that she confuses her opponents even. Now SUmmer with that double head scissors. Nice little throw there by the former Vixens champion. Contender looking to regain her gold. And now another double turning around head scissors. Nice little chop there. Of course, we should note Sasha's own history with the Council, as it was the Council who, quote-unquote, welcomed her into Whasup Wrestling before stealing her championship and basically humiliating her for months and months, driving her to the arms of Anya as Summer goes to the top. Looking for a leg drop and just barely nicks the side of Sasha's head, but it's enough to do the damage. Now Summer having to use the ropes to get up. Of course, she's up to her feet long before Sasha even makes the effort. And now just a hard double shot there by Sasha, or Summer. Don't know why it's so hard getting their names separate. Now Sasha with the cover. Not even a 1 count. Summer having a knee driven into her back as Sasha comes and splash down over Summer's spine. And that'll certainly slow down Summer, taking out both knees. Now Sasha showing a bit of her own quickness there. Taking out basically each limb of the former Vixens champion, but Summer fighting back with a reverse DDT. And Sasha and Summer setting up, getting her patented heel kick. Not going for the cover. Referee arguing with Anya, but doesn't seem like Anya's really doing anything. Just standing there, having an opinion. Now the twisting body splash there by Summer. And now the cover and the referee down with the count 2. And now Anya does something. Anya pulling the referee right out, and now Sasha with those double knees, burying them into Summer's chest. Once again, driving those knees into Summer's arm. And now it's the double underhook neck breaker. A bit of a precarious looking pin, but it's enough to get at least a 2 count. And now a kick hard to Summer's back. And Sasha had firm control, but now it's Summer knocking Sasha into the top. Oh, and a nice drop kick there by Summer. Summer definitely irate, not wanting to be shown up by a member of the harem of all people. And especially one that she believes that the council has already long since dealt with. Now Sasha, she could be going for the bank statement. Unfortunately, Summer getting her foot into the bottom ropes. Far too close there. Summer trying for a pin. Taking some time to taunt the crowd. Perhaps she should be worrying more about her opponent. And Sasha just hot shotted right off the top. And Summer once more going for the top. Probably going for a twisted splash. No, just a standard splash. Now bringing Sasha back up to her feet. Side effect there by the former Vixens champion and a pinfall. 2 and... no, just a 2 count by SUmmer Holly Madison. And now Summer with blindside. Summer with blindside. This could be it. Sasha Banks put away. And no, Sasha Banks managing to kick out of blindside. And Summer just absolutely frustrated here. But Sasha fighting back. European uppercut. Sasha getting in that double underhook neck breaker. No pin attempt here. Just going to continue punishing the former Vixens champion. Punish the former Vixens champion. Punish the council. If there were 2 straight losses for the council, what exactly would that mean? Now Summer to her feet. Looked like Sasha was trying for the bank statement, but no. Oh, a heavy drop kick there. And Sasha's face crashing into the bottom turnbuckle pad. Summer needing a moment to recompose herself. And Sasha now to her feet. Getting in that snapmare. With Summer fighting back. Summer perhaps saying the wrong things there to Sasha. Now the cover. Following the guillotine, will that be it? No, just a 2 count. Sasha again trying to bury that knee. Not this time, and once again, Summer going for the taunt, but no. 2, and no, just a 2 count. Summer's certainly not taking her opponent very seriously. And Sasha again with that double underhook neck breaker. Sasha needing a moment to recover. Now Summer fighting back. Sasha fighting back now. And this is basically a slugfest and a power bomb. Summer trying for the Hurricane Rana, but a power bomb. Now once again, Sasha Banks trying for the bank statement, but again, Summer's just far too close to the ropes. You see a light wobble there, and Sasha steps. And now Summer could be going for another blind sight. No! Not certain what she was going for there. A scoop slam, of course. And Sasha again, double underhook, neck breaker. Bit smart to pull her out of the corner, out of Kinney's reach, and there's the cover, and they use the count, and just a 2 count. Sasha could have tasted victory there. And now Sasha once more wanting that bank statement. Is she going to get it this time? And she's got it locked in this time. She's got it locked in. Will Summer tap out? We'll see. Yes, Summer taps out. Summer taps out. 2 council taps in a row. 2 council tap. 2 council defeats. The Harem actually scores a victory. Sasha Banks scores her first victory over the council. And it's against the former Vixens champion. Believe in miracles, ladies and gentlemen, because you have just witnessed one. Of course, you could also just say that Summer basically asked for this, not taking her opponent seriously at all. And what she gets is a loss to the hero, to Sasha Banks. Sasha showing that she is not ready to just lie down and die here in Whasup Wrestling. Whasup Wrestling is brought to you by Snack Smokers. Eat Snack Smokers. And there we see Zahara Madigan-Star ready for this one. And Crystal quickly in. What started as a handshake between these two women just a few weeks ago has devolved into a heavy brawl before the match even starts. Here we see the count, or the cover, or the ring bell actually. Zahara throwing herself, missing, and now it's Crystal. Both women out here alone. We thought that issues had been settled between Zahara and Crystal back at the Canada Day tournament when Madigan-Star joined her wife Zahara to defeat the PTC and advanced in that tournament. But as we see, things have just kept being as they were. Only worse so now. Zahara with that hard kick into the gut. Crystal rolling and continuing to roll, and now a kick to the back of the head. It's hard to know who disrespects the other more, given the way that these two women are fighting one another. Crystal awaiting Zahara, and here we see her throwing herself down at her. Of course, for those of you keeping count at home, Crystal actually has 2 victories over Zahara. Paige in the back has to be proud, has to be watching over her trainee. And Harper has to be watching as well, though, while clutching that women's Money in the Bank. And now Zahara with the first pinfall of the match. Just a 1 count there. Zahara trying to send Crystal to the outside, but Crystal with the sharp kick there. Now for the second time, Crystal just spinning Zahara around. It's a wonder that Crystal hasn't been dropping herself. The dizzying effects of Crystal's spins now taking effect on Madigan-Star, keeping her from getting an earlier pin count or pinfall. Heavy, devastating, hooking DDT, and this could be it. No! Zahara unable to score her first pinfall over Crystal in a singles competition. Zahara with the snapmare, but Crystal counters with the elbow to the face. Zahara is really pulling out all the stops here tonight. But still, that dizzying effect, she's perhaps working faster than she should be. Zahara rubbing Crystal's face into the sweat of the canvas, and now the cover. Crystal just not able to keep up much of an assault against the magical one. Anytime Crystal tries, Zahara has basically got the right answer. And now Zahara just dropping Crystal down with a fisherman suplex and taking a moment to perhaps relieve herself from the effects of those dizzying moves done earlier tonight. Zahara hoping to put things away, awaiting Crystal's arrival to her feet. And once more, DDT, and quick to the pin cover. This could be it. And yes, Zahara finally scoring her first singles victory over Crystal Blake. Zahara just decimating Crystal Blake in this one. And there you see the second hooking DDT. Zahara victorious here. Are things finally over between Madigan-Star and the PTC? The Judgment Day is indeed coming, and it will be coming for Craig Stevens. Craig Stevens, of course, issuing the challenge to be the first one to be judged here in Whasup Wrestling. But first, you'll need to go straight through Jeffery Jones. Jeffery Jones is quickly throwing himself at Stevens. Perhaps Maple is a bad luck charm just doesn't know it yet. Jeffrey Jones already basically calling for the end here. Getting that German suplex. Clothesline. Combination. When will that be it? Could that be it, ladies and gentlemen? And yes, it is. Jeffrey Jones just basically pummels his way straight through Craig Stevens. There it is again. The clothesline just knocking Craig out of his boots, as it were. And Mabel just cannot believe it. Perhaps it's Jeffrey Jones who should be facing the judgment. Perhaps that's something that he feels should be the case. Perhaps this one will soothe Stephanie's gentle nerves. As we saw last week, it was Cyclone and Lilac who stood in the corner of Roxy as she defeated Kitty, retaining her Vixen's Championship. And in response, Stephanie has said that she will give one of these women a women's championship match. Of course, they'll need to be fighting each other for that right. And not only are they fighting each other, but they are fighting each other in a tables match. Not exactly a fair situation, as it were. But Cyclone and Lilac are professionals, and I don't think either one of them are going to lie down when it comes to getting a future championship matchup. Both these women were involved in that Queen of the Ring championship tournament, and Lilac making it all the way to the finals to have another chance for a title match. Has really got to have this woman excited. I don't think either one of them are very pleased with having to do something like throwing their own friend through a table. Now Cyclone utilizing some of her speed. Interesting to see which of these two women is actually faster than the other. And thus far it appears to be Cyclone. Getting into those swift kicks. Now Lilac with the Northern Lights suplex and a kick to the back. As you see the tables set them on the outside. Cyclone there with the counter. And it looked like she may have been trying to powerbomb Lilac to the outside, but Lilac managing to counter there. And now with a standing Hurricane Rana. So the winner of this contest will face a champion of all Stephanie's choosing at Battlegrounds. And what do you think the odds are that they'll be facing against Roxy? And Lilac just folded up into the middle of the ring. Cyclone burying that knee into Lilac's face. And now Lilac answers with a Hurricane Rana. Heading up to the top. And both these women just appear to be trying to out-wrestle each other before trying to get any tables involved. Unfortunately, no matter how long they try to prolong the inevitable, tables will have to get involved at one point or another. Cyclone stand running and a nice drop kick there. Beautiful combination by Lilac. Something she has to have mixed feelings about, and a nice heel kick from the top. And Lilac will slide into the outside, feeling it's time to get a table. It's easy to tell that she's not too pleased with having to do this. But as was said before, both women know what's on the line, and they do respect the championship enough to basically put it above their own friendship. Now Lilac setting up the table. And this could be it. And no! Cyclone unable to get Lilac all the way up for that fisherman's suplex. Lilac with a reverse DDT, turning things around. Nice little beautiful standing Hurricane Rana there by Lilac. But unfortunately, she does have to put Cyclone through the table. She's on her way to throwing her over top of it. And now Cyclone laying Lilac over top. And it looks like Cyclone is going to fly. Here she comes, leg drop, and yes! Cyclone putting Lilac away, leg drop. It will be Cyclone fighting for a championship in the near future at Battlegrounds. But whom she'll be facing has yet to be determined. And there we see the moment of hesitation before hopping the rope. Cyclone knowing she has no choice. It's either Lilac or her. And it'll be Cyclone, #1 contender to a championship of Stephanie's decision making. Ladies and gentlemen, main event for this episode of Whasup Wrestling will be the Dark Killer looking to send a message to the new Universal Champion, Jamie Hill, by taking out his partner. Dark Killer is convinced that to challenge Jamie Hill one more time, he would basically look to his partner Dexter for assistance. Dark Killer has this matchup to rid the Whasup Wrestling Federation of Dexter Spectacular for the next little while, at least until Battlegrounds, where Dark Killer aims to regain his lost gold. Of course, Dexter not afraid to put up any sort of fight, accepting the challenge. What a victory it would be to have both members of Spectacular defeating the Dark Killer. There he is, the former Universal Champion. The second former champion we've seen here tonight. Or at least one that we've constantly called former. Perhaps a little too much. perhaps to a disrespectful level. But it was a surprise upset, not only at Money in the Bank with Jamie Hill defeating the Dork Killer, but last week with Finn Balor defeating the Dork Killer as well. This has not exactly been a banner summer for the Dork Killer. Therefore, odds-on favorite appear to be Dexter Spectacular in this contest. Dexter is ready for this one, and as is Dork Killer, who says, just bring it to Dexter. And Dexter taking a page out of Jeffrey's book, and here's Jamie Hill. As we knew, or as we thought, Jamie Hill coming into the aid of Dexter Spectacular, and now Dexter just throwing off to the crowd.
Whasup Wrestling is brought to you by Snacky S'mores. Eat Snacky S'mores.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, after a brief commercial break. Stephanie has called for the restart of this match, and we see Jamie Hill now on the outside in Dexter's corner as this one continues on. Dexter with that hard DDT. Perhaps a bit of pressure on the shoulders of Spectacular, with his partner watching on from the outside. And Dexter just taunting for the crowd. They're throwing up some muscles. It seems that no matter who the opponent, Dexter is going to put on a show. Now, Dork Killer fighting back. Hard shot. Former Universal Champion trying to take the former Tag Team Champion up into the corner there. Of course, Dexter's last opportunity for gold was just a few weeks ago at Money in the Bank for the $1 Million Championship, losing out against Wild Child. And Dexter just throwing himself down at the Dork Killer. As we said before, that this has not been a banner month or banner summer yet thus far for the Dork Killer, losing to Jamie Hill and then Finn Balor. But in just a few weeks at Battlegrounds, things could turn around. And speaking of turning around, Dexter with the airplane spin. Shades of what we saw from Crystal Blake earlier tonight on Zahara Madigan-Star. And another similar elbow drop. Two elbow drops, and now the cover, and just the one count. Of course, Jamie Hill having to keep an eye all around, as we know that Roger Desmond has that Money in the Bank contract. He can quite frankly go for the title at any moment, whenever he pleases. So basically he could come out, cash in the contract, and then just roll Jamie up. Now Referee only getting a 2 count there. Dexter taking a momentary breather on the outside, taking a moment to think of a plan. Once more taunted for the crowd and a top rope splash and a running elbow drop. The Dork Killer has barely been able to get any amount of offense in here. Although that could just turn around right away as we see Dork Killer locking in the single leg crab, but to no avail. Dexter kicking him away. Going for a cover, but he's not going to get much. Barely even a 2 count there. Dork Killer clubbing Dexter into the ropes. Now just running his knees into him. And capping it off with a nice side Russian leg sweep. Hard DDT there to Dexter, and now a cover. 2 and no. Dork Killer just 1 second away from turning things around. And now it looks like he's setting up for the Dork Killer. He's got it, and no! Dexter with the elbows. Managing to get out. We could instead be seeing the 5-star dog splash. And will we be seeing it here? Yes, the 5-star dog splash. And the cover, 1, 2, and no. Dork Killer just managing to get that shoulder up. And Dexter knocked down hard. As we said, the Dork Killer using this to send a message to Jamie Hill. Dork Killer doing what he can to just keep Dexter from ever challenging him, from ever thinking he could ever stand on the same league as a former Universal Champion. Dexter now going for the cover, getting the 1, 2, and no, just the 2 count. Dexter trying for that dropkick, but to no avail. And now Dork Killer, and no, just about. You saw where Dork Killer's eyes were during that pinfall cover. Now Dexter showing off once more. And once more showing off. So much pandering from the former tag team champion. And another little victory lap to the top. Could we be seeing a second 5-star dog splash? And yes! It's a second 5-star dog splash. And the cover. 1, 2, and no! Once more, Dork Killer managing to kick out. And perhaps this is just no longer fun for Dexter. And the Dork Killer fighting back. ramming the shoulder of Dexter against the top turnbuckle, and a nice double axe handle to the legs. He's going to take the steam out of the 5-star dog splash. And now again the cover. And the glare focused in on the current reigning Universal Champion. Now Dexter fighting back. Dexter doing what he can to put away the former champion. And here comes the cover following that dropkick. And no, just the 2 count. And once again, Dork Killer moving out of the way. And that hard DDT. Dexter fighting back now. And now it's the Dork Killer. Now the Dork Killer's shoulder hitting that corner post. And another forceful pin, but just another 2 count. I don't think Dork Killer expected a 3 there. And once more, it looks like he's aiming for it, the Dork Killer. Will he get it this time? And yes, he gets it. He gets all of it. He gets all of the Dork Killer. And the cover, 2, and no! No! Just a 2 count. And now the Dork Killer is beside himself, yelling out at the crowd as Dexter fights back, taking advantage of that frustration. Two DDTs in a row. And now the cover. And the count 1, 2. Will that be it? No! Now Dexter showing some signs of frustration, perhaps going for a 3rd 5-star dog splash. And yes, 3 5-star dog splashes. This could be it. Victory for Dexter, and no, once more, the Dork Killer kicks out. The Dork Killer kicks out. I cannot believe it. 3 5-star dog splashes, and it's not enough. How does the Dork Killer do it? The man is determined to turn things around. Now the Dork Killer fighting back there. Instead of stage of anyone's game. And Dexter with that quick elbow drop. And the next cover, 2, and no. Just the 2 count. And again, missing with that low drop kick. And Dork Killer with that DDT. And now the cover right in front of Jamie. And finally, the Dork Killer is victorious. But I don't think he got the victory the way he wanted it. Dexter proving himself far too much of a competitor. Keeping up with the former Universal Champion. 3 5-star dog splashes. Dexter managing one hell of a show. Unfortunately, it was not to be. The Dork Killer here victorious, perhaps sending a clear message to Jamie Hill. It will be the rematch at Battlegrounds.